Hi, folks, and welcome to beautiful Eugene, Oregon. We're in for a special, historic moment here today because while it appears to be raining in the Willamette Valley, everyone here knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Buckeyes will kick it away, start us off. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. We'll take over 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Receiver in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 30. Past the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
All the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Using his legs, it's Boyd. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And now the running back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Caught behind the line. It's Sampson. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner will be brought down. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
why I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to make a play deep downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looks right for a quick completion. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver, so it's the instincts and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down a wide receiver for a loss like that.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the run, it's Peters. Tough running there. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Boy, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs, and we're seeing another one right here.
The Buckeyes moving quickly down the field here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's the target, and it's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back. That's on purpose.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
He's brought down at the 23-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Ready, set.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 14, Ohio State 0.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Oh, look at the quick cut.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Pass caught. Can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. He's going to hand this off. Stop for no gain defense. Very stubborn here down near the goal line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks.
Wow, there's a risky throw here so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitant. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Grab behind the line. It's Sampson. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. A sack on the play, could not escape the pass rush.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He's going to take off here. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Shotgun formation here on third down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Oh, boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
The Buckeyes will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Second down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment before this important play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
He's got it near the end zone, and he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
BAT is good, makes the score 21-7. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring it down at the 16. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
29 Philly, 2-0.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Oregon. Made the defense look slow that time. Simple throw. All the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football. He makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Looking for some space. It's Boyd. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 40. Ball carrier running through tackles. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
The running back carry. He's brought down at the 28. Second down coming up.
A gain makes it second and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. Eludes the tackle. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Pass midfield. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. And they recover from that right now. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Back in motion now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
And looking to throw now on first down. Pressure is coming. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Breaking free at the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
Needing to score badly, likely 4-down territory. Here comes third and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. There's contact on the throw. Pass falls incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play. And then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Got it.
Offense moving to a bunch formation.
Down 55 feet.
They're going to run it here. Just trucks the man. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. The Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Third down coming up.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. Finds his man. Has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Catch made on the left side. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down at the 49. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Foster. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. And he drops back in the gun. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And the ball is picked off. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period.
35, Ohio State, 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The ball is caught. and moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Brings up second down.
On the set. Cut it, cut it. Here we go.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The pass rush closing in. Breaking free at the 35. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Jukes to get free. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain.
At the 33-yard line. Second down.
Second down after that previous play.
29 Philly.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Knocked down near the 3-yard line.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal.
Second and goal.
Yankee set. Ringo, Ringo.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14.
That makes the score Oregon 35. Ohio
Now they get set to kick it away.
number 15 set to kick this one away.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your Oregon Ducks will take over 1st and 10.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. Good enough for first down yardage. And the Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And the beatdown continues. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. 14. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors thrown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Finds his man. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly.
After 31 yards. Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Hey, there's the execution. It's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain. Buckeyes come to the line in a hurry up.
Gain of 20. And a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's an out route. The catch made. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Ohio State.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now.
Here we go.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it in. The 2-point conversion inching the score a little bit closer now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Ohio State, 22.
It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. They get him down at the 39-yard line after an excellent return.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Great performance by this home team. There's going to be a serious party around here tonight. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback dropping back. He's looking to scramble. And the ball to the ground. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, and that should do it for the ball game. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the third downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game, and today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.